The employee once again performs the work on time and in the best way, for which he received praise from his older colleague, who does not mind to shift some of his work to this energetic and hardworking acquaintance. But knowing this, the guy does not mind, and on the contrary happy to help. The guy is also in love with his colleague and sometimes fantasizes about massaging her tired shoulders. Next, the employee, whose name is Takuma, signs people up for a general gathering and successfully invites the girls. As usual, Takuma sits up late at work. A coworker approaches him and offers his help. This help was that they would go out for a snack together to rest, and the guy continued working. The next day, the girl gives Takuma a cookie in the form of a bear and takes a hare for herself. Soon comes their boss and sees how the couple is always together, so after a little thinking, he decides to send them to evaluate the institution into referring to the fact that he has a lot of things to do. This is the boss's plan for them to become even closer to each other, because he as a good manager sees that the effectiveness of the work directly depends on the strength of feelings of the older colleague to Takumi. Unfortunately, nothing of the sort happened, which made the boss a little upset as he had been planning their meeting for a long time. The sky over the city was sunny, but Takumi took an umbrella for good luck in case he gets a chance to walk his coworker home, and it happens, at the end of the working day it starts to rain and the girl has no umbrella. Takumi offers her his umbrella and they walk together to the subway. It was exactly what the hero dreamed of. In the end, it turns out that all this time the girl had an umbrella, but she went with a guy, from which the hero dropped his umbrella and stood in the rain, unable to contain his emotions. From this he fell ill and has not appeared at work for several days, and the mentor decided to look at the guy, taking with her products. The very same manager offered to visit the sick man. As a token of gratitude for his concern and delicious food, Takuma gives the girl an apron, which makes her think that he wants her to cook in it at home. A newcomer joins the team, for whom Takuma gives a tour and explains the intricacies of their work. The newcomer doesn't like the schedule and so on, but Takuma is happy with everything, especially the lunches with the bosses, where they reminisce about the old days. In the beginning, the hero could not do anything himself, but his older colleague was always there and was always happy to help. The colleague creates a new dating game, and since she has never had a relationship, she asks acquaintances to tell stories from their lives. It's Halloween time. Everyone is getting ready for the holiday, and it's very lucky that in the office you can, and even have to wear cat ears. Also, the girl has overeaten a magical cookie and almost didn't confess her love to the hero, but stopped at kissing a fellow girl. Now it's Christmas, and Takuma accidentally finds a store with cute pajamas that her coworker likes so much, when suddenly a reporter appears from somewhere and asks how young couples are preparing for the new year. A couple of employees decide to help the novice reporter and introduce themselves as husband and wife, but they could hardly answer a few questions. The hero turned out to be more resilient and tried with all his might to stick to the image. At the end, they even had to pretend to kiss. This video became quite popular, and at work they found out about it and started discussing it. Christmas corporate party came, after which the couple exchanges gifts, and during this they are photographed by the manager as a souvenir and exchange contacts. A little later, the couple get in touch and agree to meet up. Takuma has a sister, and she can't wait for her nephews and supports her brother. Then they both have the same dream. Finally, they meet, and the sister, who is very worried about her brother, also goes with them to see the future wife of her loving brother. At the festival, the child got lost, and the hero and the girl decided to help her find her parents. One day, the guy wakes up from the fact that his sister is lying on him and demands from him a picture of his future wife. But Takuma does not have a single picture on this loving sister has already sent messages to a colleague. But the guy quickly apologized, and the sister later sent a whole album of photos of his brother. And at work they managed to take a group photo as a keepsake.